And why do you support Donald Trump?
Oh, hey, here's the thing. You guys have to remember that some people support Donald Trump, but don't support Donald Trump. And so here's where I'm at. Uh, you have to remember, yeah, oh yeah, you're like, oh, what's going on here? Yeah, yeah, don't shake your head. So,
No,
so you
no,
can
like how can
support
you
Donald
support him
Trump.
and not support him? Like, do you mean on support him on some things and not support on other things? Is that what you mean?
That's what I'm about to tell you. That's what I'm about to tell you. So you can support him for things like he. I have a small business. You know what he does for my taxes? Do you know what he does for my small family? Do you know what he does? A lot. Do you know what he does for so many good things? You could be like, oh God, shake my head. No, he does a lot of good things. And then you could say, well, he does a lot of bad things. So here's the thing. So I support no politicians. And I really loved when he came into office. I know that he has made some mistakes. I know that some of these things are not good. Like especially now, I live in Minnesota, and I do not support ICE. And the way I do support ICE is that guess what? Get rid of bad people. Okay. Yes, please, please get rid of the bad people that came into our country. Thank you. But I do not support getting rid of, these uh, all these people that are just uh, very great families. They came here for asylum and all that. Okay, but I can still support a part of what he has done. And, we know that Obama really deported a lot of people. Nobody reported that. But, yep, up. I
We
know you're
did.
going to get all crazy about that. Yeah, I know you're going to get crazy about that. But guess what? He did deport a lot of people. And he did it, and nobody would know how bad they did it because I was out there on the streets and I've seen Obama ICE do that. Guess what? Holmgren was under Obama. He
Okay,
was the same guy.
I have a
And he
question.
did that. No, 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 wait. Let me. Okay, okay. Yes, what?
Can you tell me when ICE were U.S. citizens and it was defended by the Obama administration?
I would say that I don't know that, but guess what about this? About under the same administration of Obama, the same guy was in charge and he did the same thing. And guess what? You know what? The difference is there was no eyes on it. There was no eyes, not ice. There was no eyes on it. Nobody was following. Nobody was watching because when I went back and seen some of this stuff, what happened was people got deported, they got dragged out of cars, they got all this stuff happened, but nobody was watching it. The eyes were not on it, okay? But way more people got deported. And the difference is no I eyes were not on it at all. But this stuff happened, and I know maybe not but oh my God, did they get dragged through the same exact same thing? And more people were, this had been done to. So, what actually happens is when you have a political stuff going on, and well, oh, we're not going to watch this right now when it's going on. And then, oh, now it's happening. And I am against it. I am against the, if you want to call it that. I mean, there's been a couple, three, four incidences. 100% right. I don't agree. I don't agree. I believe that these people should have a chance to get, you know, have like a 1 year type deal where they can come back, they can get just like give them a chance. Yes, absolutely. And all this crap about ICE, 100% I don't agree with. But the one thing that is not out there in the media ever is that this happened for the last 20 years. And under Obama, you know, how many millions? You look it up. Way more than now. And
Am I going to be able to
the only
respond at some point?
I'm sorry, I talk a lot, but really, I'm sure you understand that Obama did way more than this, and the only problem is nobody had eyes on it. It happened, and there was a lot of fuckery going around with Obama's ICE too. Thank you.
Alrighty. So I do think that Obama's ICE didn't act in the exact same way that the Trump administration's is. What were there people that were specifically protesting it during the Obama administration? Absolutely. Right? And if I
Not
was
against
coherent,
him.
what's up?
Not not against Obama for ICE. They didn't know what was happening. It just happened because
There was
the
protesting.
media doesn't the media never showed. He deported a lot of
Yeah,
people.
and everyone's
But the
reported on that.
media never showed it.
Everyone's reported on that.
No, the media didn't.
Yes, they did.
Not like now.
Isn't he called the quote unquote deporter in chief?
Who?
Obama.
Really? Yeah, exactly. But nobody talks about that. How many? What?
Nobody talks
5,
about
10,
this, but this is a common name that he's
12
referred to
million.
as.
Yeah, he did the same thing, and Holmgren was under him.
Okay, so people did talk about it. And the fact that I have to tell
Nope.
you this as someone who was literally in like first grade when this happened is crazy.
Okay, so ask me this. So Holmgren was the exact same director. He still is. Now he is. He got kind of upgraded, I guess, to the elite of ICE. But Obama had him working the same thing. And here's the thing. When he did this stuff and they just deported.
How about this? Let's just pause here. Do you agree with mass deportation?
Not mass. I agree with getting rid of illegals that for me personally, I have neighbors that they could be illegal and I wouldn't even tell on them. You know what? I love people. I love all Americans and I think everyone has a chance. The problem is that during this time and like I said, during Obama, he didn't give a he was just deporting.
Okay, let's pause. Let's pause real quick. Let's pause one more time. Okay, so if you would say that like undocumented immigrants who haven't committed a violent crime or bad crime should be allowed to stay in the country and they should be given a pathway to citizenship, and then you want to make the legal process go quicker, that means you agree with Democrats.
No,
Democrats still.
I believe.
Go ahead.
A little bit, but it's not politics at this point. I believe that every human being, especially in the United States, has that chance. And so here was my idea from the get-go was here. You give these people, you know, say you find someone who is, they have a card, maybe it's expired, maybe they came over the border. You give them like a 1 year chance and you say, here's your idea. You can get legal. That's what I agree with. I don't agree with like just grabbing people off the street. I don't agree with people. I don't agree with all that other crap. But the idea that over the last administration before Trump that, they did this and they did it exactly the same way without eyes. Again, I keep saying this. They did the same thing with like 10 million people got deported, okay? And they got taken away almost in the same way. The only difference is that the media didn't report it. You have no idea.
Okay, you're just gonna keep repeating the same point. I understand. You've already said this point. I already get it.
Yes,
Like,
I've seen
get
it
you
on
say
the
that the media
street.
didn't talk about it. Let's say that this was true,
Right.
which it wasn't true. Like the media
It
didn't
is
report on
true.
this.
It
Let's
is
say,
true. You just,
oh
it
god.
is true. It is true. It is true. The same thing happened 10 years ago. It's just not reported.
Let's assume that's true, and given that we're assuming that that's true, that still wouldn't mean that you support Trump, right?
I don't agree with it. You're right.
Okay, so
What?
then explain what makes
Say
you
it again about
support.
Trump. Say it again.
So what makes you support Trump?
Oh, because I have a small business, I have a small family, and he helps me with my taxes, my every single thing that I do every day. That helps me, and I
Can I ask
thank
you a
him for
question,
that.
sir?
And I personally met him. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
What?
Can I ask you a question?
And I love the fact that he dated black women, and I love all people of all cultures, and I love that.
What the fuck?
I love all people of all cultures, and yes, that's why I like him. What else?
Okay. I genuinely completely forgot what I was thinking about because I just felt like that was very unhinged. Dude, I genuinely, what was I thinking about? I don't even know.
You can't remember because guess what? You can't even remember that Donald Trump dated black women because he loves black people and he loves every.
He said that black people have a trait of laziness. He didn't rent to black people in the 1970s. He called for the Central Park Five, even though they literally were exonerated based upon DNA evidence. He said that Kamala Harris turned black to indicate that she wasn't black prior. He popularized the birther movement, saying that Barack Obama was born in Kenya when there's absolutely no evidence of that. And there's a birth certificate of him born in the United States to undermine Barack Obama being president of the United States. You understand that, right? Like, those are all examples of things that, like, the Trump administration and Trump himself have done. He also, like, literally refers to he referred to Haitian immigrants, specifically said that they were eating quote unquote cats and dogs because he saw a video of a US citizen from Canton, Ohio, right? Literally in a mental health crisis. And then he assumed that they were undocumented and literally Haitian because of the fact that they're black.
How about this? How about the fact that Donald Trump actually dated black women? How about the fact that he what
Dating
no?
a black woman
Listen.
would not make him not racist. And I don't even know. I haven't even heard of this, to be honest with you.
Really? Okay, but he did. And how about this? How about the fact, do you remember the fact that, like, say there was a black woman, do you remember this? And
Princess Starlight.
she didn't have nowhere to go, and Donald Trump put her up. How about this? How about
So Donald
all
Trump
his
doing a
black...
nice thing for a black woman is not evidence that
How about
he has not
this?
done anything that's racist or still does things that are racist.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. How about this? How about all his black friends?
Him having black
Here's the
friends
thing.
does not mean that he's not racist.
Really?
And wait,
Okay, guess what?
Wait, I have a question.
I'm going to tell you...
Who are Donald Trump's black friends?
Are you kidding me? He has thousands. Do you want him like famous
Did he?
ones or just
Did he?
really? Really? You can't name one? I can. I can keep going on and on.
I did name one. Did he?
Herschel Walker.
Okay, who else?
No, not Diddy. What are you kidding me?
Did you just mention
Diddy
Christian
was
Walker's
just
dad?
Diddy,
Okay, who else?
Diddy was probably your friend too. No, nobody likes Diddy.
That was
he
literally
has
that was Trump.
congressional-
Actually, I can play you an audio of Trump literally saying that he loves Diddy.
Yeah. Oh, why wouldn't he? Back in the day, I used to listen to his music too.
Okay.
Did you? Have you?
I don't think
tell
I have
me
actually.
you never listened to a Diddy.
I actually genuinely
Really?
don't know any of his music. I have no clue.
You don't know Diddy's music. Yeah. Okay. How about Justin Bieber?
Okay.
Anyways, that's not the point. That's not the point. You have to understand, sir. You have to remember, I have an IQ that is close to yours. I think you're a smart mother, but I still have a 135 IQ, so I'm not a dumbass. And here's the thing. Donald Trump has a lot of black friends. Tiger Woods, Mike Tyson. Oh, you could
Okay,
say,
I don't
oh,
think he's
those
like
are all
close friends
bad
with any of these
people.
people, but like now again, the whole argument that you're making, just because he has black friends does not mean he's not racist. I don't know what this argument is.
Well, no, because here is why it is an argument. Because
And also,
I'll
wait,
tell you what.
135 IQ? What did you get it tested?
Yeah, yeah. My dad actually had a 170, and he passed away.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry to
my
hear
dad
that.
died. Yeah, but no, my dad was a genius, and he came up with a lot of things. A lot of things that, oh my God, I wish he was still alive.
Where did you take
Like,
this? Where did you take the quiz?
take what quiz?
The IQ test.
Oh, at the same doctor that my mom, my sister, we all did it at the same a facility. Just a doctor, our family doctor, and we had to do this thing, and it was crazy because everyone said, my dad was a genius because we used to play chess, and my dad used to play chess with the Russians and used to beat everybody, and he was just, I mean, my dad came up with a lot of inventions, all this kind of stuff. Everybody knew my dad was a genius, so it's like, okay, how really genius are you, Dad? So we went to this place. It was a doctor. There was, some people there. So my dad got a 170. I got a 135. My mom got a 120, and my sister got a 120. So we're all smart, a smart family. And my dad, and none of us, we are religious, but my dad really knew everything about everything, of all kinds of sorts. Quantum physics is what he used to do, and so that's what I learned from. And that's how I know that I'm not racist. That's how I know, what racism means. And the one thing, like you were saying, like, how could Trump not be racist? Like, the one thing about a racist person is, they can fake things, but like I was saying about Donald Trump being, having black friends, is if you are truly racist, you do not talk to black people. You don't do that.
Okay,
Anybody can be
I
fake.
genuinely don't
Anybody can
accept
be
that.
fake.
I don't accept that.
Anybody can be
Okay, do you think Nick
anybody.
Fuentes? Do you think Nick Fuentes is racist?
I don't know who Nick Fuentes is. Tell me.
Okay,
Then
well
I'll tell you.
he's okay. Well, you'd have to like look him up in order to know. I think saying that is ridiculous because he talks to people who are black, and that definitely doesn't mean he's not racist.
It doesn't mean you talk to somebody. Here's the point. Uh, I can't relate because I'm not racist, but I do know. I mean,
So I have a
I
question. Like,
told you I'm.
if you found out that the Trump administration was racial profiling, would you stop supporting them?
Yes.
So
I
ICE,
okay.
actively speaking, based on their own policies, they admit they are racially profiling.
Well, okay. You said that in a very short term there. I get that. Okay. Here's the whole thing. I told
So you
you
don't
I'm
support the
not
Trump
100%.
administration?
I'm not 100% with Trump. I already told you that. If
No,
you
but like you
listen to
just said,
me,
you
what I
wouldn't. You said overall you wouldn't support Trump if his administration were racial profiling. They literally are racial profiling. Therefore, you wouldn't
I
support
don't
him, correct?
I can't. Okay, here's my point. I can't shut everything off, but turn this on. I'm gonna turn it on instead of off. So you could say, like, okay, Trump is this, Trump is that. I would say Trump is 99% not racist, but that 1% is the same thing you have,
What?
because you aren't 100%. And if you say you
What?
are,
Are
you're
you saying?
lying.
So you're saying everyone is racist? They just
To
are partially racist. Is that your view?
absolutely, to an extent.
I don't
Only
think I'm
to an extent.
racist.
Nope.
I don't
Nope.
think I'm
Hey,
racist.
I know you're not. But guess what? I can find something that would show that you are, and you'd be like, "No, that wasn't me.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean that." Yeah, no, 100%.
Go ahead.
You're stupid. You're stupid if you say you're not. I
I
know you're
genuinely
not
like
racist.
what did I say? What did I say? What did I do?
No, no, I'm not saying
That
no.
determines that
Here's
I'm
the point.
racist right now.
Here's the point. I'm saying that you could live your life. You could live your life and say, I love animals. I love people. I love all the colors of the world. I love gays. You could say that and you mean it and you believe it. And I believe you that you are. Okay? You could be the you could be in your mind 100%.
Open your mind.
Thank you. But that does not mean, you know what? Thank you, dude. Dude, you need to listen to yourself and listen to others, but we are all infallible. We all have 1%. We all have where you said one thing or you did one thing or you judge one people. You think that you're 100% infallible? No,
Yeah, dude, I am Jesus Christ in the
thank
flesh.
you. So you're not, and you know that. So that's what I'm saying. So when I say that I like this or
Okay,
I
so
agree
you don't
with
have to
this,
be infallible to not be racist. I don't know where you're getting this
exactly.
from.
So I'm saying I'm not racist. I think Trump is
Okay,
not racist.
watch this. I think Trump definitely is, but let's go through this. Let me ask you a few questions here, and we'll see if you can go through it. Would you
All right,
support?
I'll try it.
Would you support Donald Trump if he called for the election of some Democrats?
That's a hard question because you're saying that's a too open of a question. If they did something that was to the point of it, yes, but no, not in general. No,
Okay, so like for example, if they just said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders, would you think it would be justified for Donald Trump to call for their?
no.
And would you support him if he did?
Again, I, I might disagree with it, but doesn't mean I have to stop following him. It's
So you would still
all this
support
stuff.
him
You're
if he
no, see,
illegitimately called for the arrest of some Democrats?
no, no, no. See, your questions right now, and you know what you're doing. You're setting a trap because some of these questions and the way you're saying it and the way I even would answer it, it's a trap question because any of these questions are all debatable. Every single one of them. And you know that.
Yeah, and I'm asking a very direct question. Would you stop supporting Donald Trump if he called for the election of some Democrats based upon illegitimate and unreasonable means?
I told you, I'm not even that political. But I would say this. How about this? Let's turn it around. Would I support every single time that something is legitimate about somebody that did something that was illegal or detrimental to our society? Yes. That's it. So no more questions about that.
No, I don't think I got a clarified response to what I just said.
You're not gonna get one because that's your question is illegitimate.
I think it's totally legitimate. I just think that maybe there was a few too many beers.
I don't drink anymore. Thank you. I've been sober since 2007. Thank you.
Oh, I apologize. W's for you. W's for you. So I wait.
I
So then
don't
why
drink
don't you?
anymore.
Why didn't you get my point there?
I did get your point, but
Are you elevated like
everything
me?
Hey, no, I'm as smart as you. That's the point, is that I understand that you like to take one certain thing, say one thing, ask a question, and then go, well, if you said that, then you didn't mean that. I understand your questions, because you're so smart like me, you like to trap people into a particular question or answer, and then you trap them because you're saying, well, if you said that, you didn't mean that. I get it, but it
No,
doesn't.
so essentially, what I'm trying to get you to realize is that there's an argument that I can show you it logically follows that you don't support Trump based upon things that you already believe in. Like, for example,
I get that, but
you already do believe it's ridiculous
wait,
for a
but why?
presidential
Hey,
candidate to call for the
I never
some.
said I supported Trump.
You, the
The
first
whole
thing you
point of
said
this
on
is
the live was you said that you did.
no, nope. I said that I am politically neutral, and I said that I support Trump for certain reasons, and I said that Trump supports my family and makes my family safer and richer in certain aspects of life. I said that I do not actually support Democrats or Republicans or Trump specifically. That's what I said.
26 minutes ago. That's around here, actually.
Yep, I'll go back. I don't care. Are you gonna do that again?
Do you support Trump?
Uh, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes.
And why do you support Donald Trump?
Oh, hey, here. Well, here's the thing. You guys have to remember that some people support Donald Trump, but don't support Donald Trump.
Okay, so you did the first thing you responded to it. You said yes.
Yeah. Okay. See, again, you're just splitting hairs. Here's the thing.
I'm splitting
dude.
hairs. The first question I ask every single person who comes on my stream is, "Do you support Trump?"
Right.
And by the way,
yeah.
you really, as a guest on my live stream, said, "Who said I support Trump?" When you're on a debate live that's titled, "Why do you support Trump?" Literally, the title on the TikTok live right here, it says, "Why do you support Trump?"
Yeah, thank you. But aren't we having a general debate? And
about what? About
like
what?
Said,
why you support Trump, right?
Or not.
So who said you support Donald Trump? Literally the entirety of the live stream said that.
Yes,
and every single question that you answered said that. The whole conversation we've had said that.
Are you busting my butt again? Come on, man. I thought we were having a general debate about this. What is the point if somebody does or doesn't or is neutral?
Okay.
I thought
you want me to tell you? Debate. Because if you don't support Donald Trump, well, then you wouldn't be debating me on this live stream, right? People, no, if you want to come up to me and you want to talk about the LA Lakers, right, I'm going to kick you.
But aren't we having a good discussion about this?
I could have a good discussion about someone and talking about LeBron James, but that doesn't mean that they should stay up on the live, given that they don't have a support for Trump. What's up?
Hey, I told you that I have a little bit of this and I have a little bit of that. Why can't you understand that some people have a little bit of support and a little bit of not? What is that? Is that?
I understand. I understand. No. Let me ask you this question: would you vote for him over Kamala Harris?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you again, and so please don't split my words or hairs again. Because I don't vote. I don't. Here's the thing, though. That doesn't mean that I don't have a voice, because a lot of people say, oh, if you don't vote, then you shouldn't even talk. That doesn't mean that I don't have an opinion. That doesn't mean I don't have anything.
So you wouldn't vote?
I don't generally vote. Because you know why?
So you wouldn't vote for Trump?
Did you not understand what I just said? But here, what I'm saying is I lean away and for certain reasons. And then I've told you my reasons. Can I tell you something?
Respectfully, right? I do want to convince people to vote who would vote. So typically speaking, if people wouldn't vote, right? I genuinely, that's not my lane. There are other people that probably do those debates or probably should do those debates. I think those would be good debates to do. But I specify specifically in dealing with people who do support Donald Trump currently, and I'm trying to get them to not support Donald Trump. Given that you don't technically support Donald Trump and you wouldn't technically vote for him, in that context, it wouldn't necessarily apply to you. And I would just say watch my live streams, and I'd recommend to take into account my perspectives, and maybe I'll be able to influence you towards my perspective to a greater extent that way.
Hey, that's great. No, that's great. And I do respect you. Here's the other point though. You have to respect other people and respect the fact that there's doctors out there that feel this way. There are all these like I'm a contractor. I talk to people every day. And so I don't get paid for this like you do. I I go out and I talk to different people every single day. And I have to remain neutral. You know why? Because my job requires me to do that. But I hear every single side. I hear all of this stuff. It's great. It's actually great. Good part of my job is I go and help out people fix their houses. But I hear them, and I can't talk too much because you know what? I have to remain neutral because if I said too much one side or the other, I might lose the job. And so that's the great part about my job as being a contractor is I get to hear from a poor person, a black person, a Hispanic person. I get to hear all of this juice. I get to hear everybody's side. And you would not even believe it, dude. You would not even believe what I get to hear and what the sides I get to hear from this. So when I go on your channel and I'm here with you, everyone else should hear this too. That you would not even believe what I hear and the differences because people aren't usually on here doing what we are doing. There's not. Most of the people are silent. They don't understand. And then there's people, like I said, because I am not racist, like I said, but I might have a little bit of a Trump in me. I might have a little Kamala in me. I am a neutral, but you wouldn't believe what you hear when you're actually out on the street. So you yourself, you should come work with me one day and you would be unbelievably you wouldn't even believe what people say. And like I said, like some a black person the other day,
Alrighty,
when I,
here. I'm just gonna let you know. I am gonna go on to the next person. Do appreciate you coming up. I am just looking for some people who are gonna debate now. I
oh,
do
I'll
appreciate you though.
debate the out of you. You know I will debate the out of you. And you know what? You know what's awesome is after you were asking me about my intellectual ability, what is your IQ?
I don't know.
You've never even done a test?
Nope.
Never.
Never.
What do you think it is?
No clue.
All right. Well, do you respect me? Because I respect you, and you know what? I, you come on here all the time. I see all your videos. I see all this, but it's hard for me to respect you unless I know how intelligent you are. The thing is, I've seen you debate some crazy mother, and so I would say, ooh, if I were to guess your IQ, I would say you're at about a 150. I think you're crazy smart, dude. I really, really do. The only difference is I really want you to stop being so one-sided and start loving people on both sides and understand that there is something that you might not understand, and that's the difference. And that's how I know things. So you could be a little better with that, dude.
Alrighty. Well, I appreciate you coming up, man.